just filming outside in public, and they're all coming out like, "What are you doing here? Why are you doing this? Are you filming me? Are you filming the police station? Is this a protest? Do you need an ambulance? Like, what's going on? What's going on?" It's brilliant. I love it. Love this idea. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Auditing the Auditors, episode 7. Today we are looking at Gypsy Auditor, which I think is an interesting name. I'd like to know more about how he came up with that name, whether he considers himself a gypsy. I don't know. I remember growing up near Wolverhampton, and I remember gypsy was considered a kind of derogatory term to people who travelers, basically was the correct term to use when I was growing up. So when I saw Gypsy Auditor, I was really interested. I was interested in kind of the history of this guy, what he does, and why he chose that name. I think it's definitely stands out when you see it in search results and stuff like that. I think it's really interesting. The other thing is we have something in common. Me and the Gypsy Auditor both are ginger, so already we are brothers in hair colours. Brothers in hair colours, I like that. But yeah, so this is a really interesting channel. Gypsy Auditor not only does just YouTube, but he also does other platforms as well, and he's got some really interesting videos out there. So let's just take a look quickly at his about and see what he says about himself. So he says, "Photography is not a crime. Love, not hate. Please subscribe to all the links below." He also has all these other channels. He has a second channel. He has a family channel, which we'll be looking at in a little bit. He has a Facebook page, a TikTok, a Twitch. He does a lot of gaming streams, and he's on Twitter. So he is very similar to me in the sense that he spreads his content quite wide, and he doesn't just focus on one specific thing. But I think it is really interesting what he's doing. So let's move over now to his Social Blade account. So this is his Social Blade account, as we would expect at this point on episode 7. He is a B. We have not seen any A grade auditors yet. I'd love to see one. Like, if there's any A grade auditors out there, let me know, because I'd love to review their channel just to see what the difference is, because I do think that a lot of the channels that I've reviewed are worthy of an A, so I don't understand why they're being pushed down to a B. But yeah, I think it's interesting that all of the auditors that I've reviewed have been a B, so B is like top top, I think, for this. But let's have a look. So his account was created on June the 23rd 2020, and in that time he has uploaded 382 uploads, which has led to 14.9 thousand subscribers, and which has actually led to 5 million video views. So that is just fantastic. The amount of views from the amount of uploads and subscribers that he's got is incredible. So I do think it is interesting. You can see he is earning on YouTube as well. So when people say, does it pay to do auditing? Yes, it does. It does pay. But let's have a look where the Gypsy Auditor will be in 5 years' time, because I think that is probably what you will come here for now. So currently he has 14.9 thousand subscribers, so almost 15,000. And in 5 years' time, if he continues on the same trajectory as he's on now, in 5 years' time he will be on 702,000 followers, and that will have led to 402 million views. So I personally don't think that this is accurate. I think he will be on more than that. He's been growing a lot more in recent months. So I reckon if we check this in a year, he will be probably on at least 50,000 subscribers. But I reckon in 5 years' time, Gypsy Auditor will be on over 1 million. I reckon he'll be on over 1 million by that point. Let's take a look now at his family channel, because I think it is really interesting that that he does this, because I do a very similar thing. So here is the Gypsy Auditor's family channel. You can see he posts videos not only just with him, but also with his family, with his kids, and he also posts videos with his wife. I think it's his wife. I always feel like I shouldn't automatically assume that it is his wife, but Miss Gypsy, who is the other half of
He knows.
the Gypsy Auditor, gave her opinion on auditing and the community around auditing. And I think it's a really interesting video because obviously this is just a viewer, not a creator, who's giving her opinion on certain auditors and things like that. So this is a really interesting video to go watch. So I would recommend checking this out. But I thought maybe let's play a little bit of the first 5 minutes so that you guys can get an idea about what they talk about.
Yeah, Miss Gypsy, what's your view on auditing?
I thought it's alright, but it's becoming a joke now, isn't it?
Why is it becoming a joke now?
Because there's people who like drama and stupidness and not be together and rather argue.
And who's the #1 auditor?
You.
Obviously not me.
I love that. I love that support. If I said that to my wife, she'd be like, DJ. it's not you, mate. My wife would never pick me over anybody. But it's nice that yours did say you first off.
You know, you said Live Free's the best auditor. Why?
Because he takes it seriously and he's funny with it. And my favourite part is when he goes, silly sausages.
What's
Silly
his best
sausages,
audits?
yeah.
Prisons, police stations, or whatever?
Prisons, because it's what he's actually been through. And it's nice to hear, like, obviously it's not that nice to hear, but it's nice to hear his story.
Very interesting. So she goes into a few different auditors here and gives her opinion on what she thinks about different auditors. And I think it's really interesting. I think it's interesting as well what she said about the fact that she likes watching the videos with the prisons, because Live Free was in prison, so he talks about his own story, and he's got information about what happens inside the walls of a prison that some people just don't have. I mean, I actually did a research project in prisons in 2016, and I was in 4 different UK prisons for 8 weeks, so 2 weeks in each prison. And it was so interesting. Like, the world of prisons is just completely different than what you realize. So I think that is really interesting, especially what she said there about the prisons. But let's move over now. So don't forget to subscribe to Gypsy Auditor family channel. But this audit that I wanted to show you is actually something that I'd never seen until I followed Gypsy Auditor, and it's the silent audit. And this is something that absolutely blew my mind, that someone could be brave enough to go and do this, especially at a police station. I imagine at another kind of site it might be different, the reaction that you get. But because this is a police station, it is really interesting how the police respond to the fact that they're not talking. And so I thought we'd just watch this together and see what you guys think of silent audits, because I'd never seen it before, as I said.
By the way, guys, I'm at Wimbledon back gate with AJ and Ryan, but we're going to try a silent audit here. Let's see how it goes. As the Met are under special measures, let's see how their communication skills are with people in silence.
So you can see they've noticed him here. They've gone, oh, some people are outside filming. And so it's only a matter of time before they come up and ask him a question.
Are you guys okay? Can I help with anything? Anyone wish to talk to us or ascertain what's going on? No?
She looks so confused.
Someone, does anyone want to speak on your behalf? Is there someone else? Oh,
They're so confused. They're like, what's going on? What's happening here?
is there someone else? Is there another person? Does anyone want to
confused.
talk on behalf of yourself? Is this to do with police custody or?
Oh my god, they're so
With,
confused.
or... Sorry guys, squeeze balls. Yeah, sorry Sarge.
Is this guesswork? Are you going to give us a clue or? We've got nothing to do.
Do you need any help? Is there any help we can get you with or anything?
This is fantastic.
Any reasons for security? Anything you wish to talk to us about?
It's obviously quite a unusual thing. Is there anything we can do to help or to get you into?
I wouldn't be able to do it. At this point, I would have to say something.
Is
He's just mumbling to
Anything
himself.
we can help you answer with? Have you got any questions for us at all? We're just here for your safety and for ours, just to kind of ascertain any particular reasons why you're here, why you're filming the back gates of the police station.
Oh my god, this is amazing. So this is the first time I've ever seen a silent audit, and it's so interesting to see their reaction to people just filming but not saying anything. And this takes a real strong-willed person to not respond when people are talking to you, when people are asking you questions and you don't respond. Like, that is so hard. I find it hard not to talk. If someone just stands in front of me and is silent, I can't not fill the silence. I have this real problem that I have to just keep talking. So well done to Gypsy Auditor and his friends here. I think this idea of a silent audit is fantastic.
Is there anything to do with what's on your t-shirt? Is there anything that we need to know about? Okay, well, if you've got any queries, obviously the front office, you know, is just round on the other side of the road. You go in if there's any reports you wish to make. Okay? Not to worry.
So they're being quite friendly there. And I imagine if this wasn't a silent audit, and if they started saying things like, oh, we're here for this reason, or we're doing an audit, or things like that, they might have got a different reaction. But because they're silent, they don't know why they're there, and they can't escalate anything or make something of it if they don't know what is going on. It could be for any reason. Silent protests are happening all the time now, so who knows? I think they're so confused. They have fully put them in their place.
There's only three, there's not a speaker or...
They are so annoyed right now.
Fantastic work. Brilliant. Yeah. That's fantastic work, guys.
Yeah. It really was. Well done, guys. That was incredible. So they get approached again a little bit later. So here's that little bit.
It's an awful activity.
Right. You spoke to our colleagues just to see what's going on. Any sort of communication at all?
Hello. Heath Yanks, I'm a police officer. Just wondering what you guys are up to. Is there anything down? We'll just have a body worn on. Is there anything that's going on? Do you need help? Or like call an ambulance or anything like that?
An ambulance? What?
Are you having a protest of some sort?
See, they have no idea. They have no idea what they're there for. They're just filming outside in public, and they're all coming out like, "What are you doing here? Why are you doing this? Are you filming me? Are you filming the police station? Is this a protest? Do you need an ambulance? Like, what's going on? What's going on?" It's brilliant. I love it. Love this idea.
Obviously, you're well within your right to do this in a public place, but I just ask you to just get out of the way of the road, okay? And then just stick to the pavement, not a problem, okay? But the only other thing is just don't record the officers when they put in their PIN numbers, okay? And then you guys are more than welcome to carry on doing what you're doing. If you need us, there is a front office around this man 24 hours, okay? All right?
Very nice, very respectful police officers here. Is that because this is a silent audit? I have no idea. Let me know if there's any other silent audits that you've seen where they do still get aggressive. But so far, this has been fantastic. You've seen a complete difference in this compared to other police station audits in the past.
Right guys, just made it round the front to Wimbledon. The yellow phone here. Sorry AJ, and they have another yellow phone here. We're just going to go in the front office now, in continual silence, and end this silent audit.
You can hear them shouting them, can't you? Guys, you coming in? You coming in? Guys? They are losing their shit, man. They're losing their minds out there. Can someone please tell me what's going on? Seriously, please. Tell me why you're here. Do you want to come in? Do you want to come in? Oh, bless them. They're trying. I'm wondering why they didn't go through that door. Is it potentially because if they go through that door, there's a chance that they could lock them in? I don't know. Like, I've never been to a police station like this where you've got 2 doors to get to the reception desk. It's strange that they've got that closing door, and maybe our guys in this video didn't want to enter in, because if they enter in, then they could potentially be locked in there or something like that. So I understand that there's might be a reason why they didn't go through. But if that was me, I wouldn't have thought about that, and I'd have walked straight up to the desk and been like, yeah, what's going on? But they're doing a silent audit, so I guess that couldn't happen here.
Well, guys, as you can hear, a lot of panicking. That's when the power comes back to the people. I'm going to end it here at Wimbledon. It's been one hell of a cracker. Big up AJ Audits, Ryan, and catch you in the next one, guys.
Fantastic. What a great video. I love that, the idea of a silent audit. And it's something that I would love to try myself, but I don't think I'd actually be able to keep it up. I think I would, as soon as I was questioned, I would answer the question. It's just who I am as a person. So fair play to the guys in this video, especially Gypsy Auditor, for highlighting this to me. I would never have known about the idea of a silent audit if it wasn't for Gypsy. So let's take a look at some of the comments, because I think some of them are quite interesting. John said, love it, well done. Perfect example how never speak to the police demonstrates how powerless they really are when you don't speak. Big thumbs up, more please. Silent audits are the best. Cops are powerless as you give them no excuse to jump you. Exactly. And then here's one final one that I'm going to read from Cassie J. Vance. It says, you guys just broke the auditing trend and set a total new way to serve and expose our rights. 100% with you, says Cassie. So fair play. And these comments carry on as well. There's so many comments on this page. So I'd recommend you checking out this video and also checking out the rest of Gypsy Auditor's videos as well, because he does post a lot of interesting stuff on here. And yeah, thanks Gypsy Auditor for allowing me to review your channel. I think it's fantastic. I love your designs. I haven't redesigned any of your stuff because you've just done a fantastic job. I love the swirl in the background. I think that makes it just really pop. It really does pop. I think you've done a fantastic job, and I wish you all the best. So big thanks to Gypsy Auditor for the great work that you do and for highlighting to me the power of a silent audit. I think it's just fantastic. And if you have liked this video, remember to subscribe, leave a comment and like it. Thanks everybody for watching and staying up to date with this series. I really appreciate the support, and I hope everyone has a great rest of the week. Stay chill, everybody. Take care. Bye.